Hey, this is Nerdy Tech Encounter, and I'm going to be doing my catch-up review on my DC comics that I got. We're starting off with Damage, issue 2. Pretty much we start off with how Damage became Damage, and he was used to apparently fight an external force somewhere else, and he got tricked. But this all turns out to be a dream, and we discover that he learns of what happened when he became Damage. He meets some nice people, actually, who let him, stay at a homeless shelter, and he meets a woman that lets him borrow her phone. He calls home, and this, of course, lets the Suicide Squad find him. And this is when the comic really picks up. Is the fight between Damage and Suicide Squad. Parasite tries to absorb, his power, but it fails, and he can't contain it. It says it's too much energy. Parasite, the guy who absorbed and made Superman lose all his powers, and could then absorb some more stuff afterwards, can't absorb all the energy and power from Damage, and he jumps out of Giganta's hand, right through it. There's also an action of, he's immune to bullets, and actually he does get injured by this character, whose name escapes me at the moment, but he just beats him up quickly. Akondo, that's his name. I need to probably read more Suicide Squad. But it all ends with Wonder Woman appearing and going to fight Damage. This was actually a very quick read, and I liked it a lot. The fight scene was good. We can see how he is. It really shows off how powerful he is. I just hope that they don't build him too much just to let the ball drop later on. But I'm looking forward to issue 3, actually. Now we move on to the Silencer issue 2. We start off with a action scene where we left off before. She defeats the 2 minions. The 2 assassins who came to kill Talia al Ghul, and Talia disappears. She actually gets help from former helpers who provide service for the assassins, and she goes home, has the excuse that she has to stay, and gets her husband to take her son, their son, to go with them to preschool. She then sets up a meeting with the head, who is now called the head of the assassination group, whose codename is Remedy. And we learn that the person who's in charge is, I'm trying to remember his name. His name is so forgettable. Rob Espier. The names are always just not quite right with me. And they go to the secret meeting, and he actually breaks his deal, which we'll soon see. And it's pretty much, the conversation just simply goes that he wants to know where Talia is. The Silencer doesn't know, so she She says, "I'm retired. Don't hire me. Don't contact me." And he threatens her, saying, "If you don't work for me in 5 seconds, you'll be killed." And she says that she'll kill him in 3 seconds. And that's the end of it. It's not bad. It's still good, in my opinion. The action is best, but we actually have a lot more world building in the comic here with the terminologies, the structure, the services that are provided. So it's doing more of the building of the story and the way how the organization is. Next, we go to the Terrifics, issue 1. Mr. Terrific goes to talk with Simon Staggs, and Simon Staggs bought out his company when he was gone, and he was trying to use Metamorpho to get into the Dark Universe. They all fall in. Well, Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific, and Plastic Man all fall in, and we learned what happened to Plastic Man. Apparently, he was used and was in a coma because he entered earlier to the Dark Universe, and the only way to wake him up was to have another portal opened. When they land on a Galactus type being that appears to be dead, a gigantic corpse. So, and this is when they meet the 4th member of their group, Lenya Wazo. I do not like weird names. But, they detected a distress beacon. She said there wasn't any, but they went, and there's a holographic message from Tom Strong. And this is where the comic ends. The story is very simplistic. I guess pretty good to get all the members together. We get to see an early, like, how they will act with one another. Like, we get the most basic forms of their personalities. And that is really it. So, and I think it's an okay story. I don't need to get issue 2. I don't feel compelled to buy it. But if it's something you're interested in, I say it's pretty good. Sorry I kept these as short as possible. I wanted to get this out as quickly as possible, and I wanted to minimize the amount of time I spend on these because I don't want to get a strike on anything on this channel. Right, I want to say thank you for watching, and tell me what you thought of these, if you liked them, if there's, backstory to, with the Terrifics, like, because the only characters that I know from this is Plastic Man and Metamorpho. Metamorpho from Batman and the Outsiders, and Plastic Man from a few cartoons I watched. Right? And again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.